be in an uproar about this because when they speak about DEI, diversity, equity, inclusion, they want to lump you Israelites in the same pot as the nasty people, man. Yeah, basically, you know, because you know when they speak about civil rights or whatnot, they speak about what they'll bring up Jake. You know how you fought for your rights, fought for freedom, but they want to lump you in the same boat with the alphabet gang, man. You know,
I'll say something else too, dealing with that DEI, because a lot of times, at first Jake really thought that it was targeting him, but it's much deeper. When you think about it, that DEI all goes back to what? Pushing the fourth industrial revolution, right? Because at the end of the day, the new wave is what? Automation and robotics. Right? That's why the CEO from Uber, his name is Dara K. something, but he said basically human error. He was talking about the fatalities and all these car crashes. So he said that robots would be a better fit to protect humans. What did Donald Trump say about these airplanes? He basically said it was the people wasn't intelligent enough. So on a deeper level, they're finding fault with humans. The culprit is human error in order to attain what? The fourth industrial revolution. And the new wave is what? Robotics and automation. That's the reason why these fucking planes are going down. They're sabotaging these planes. They show you they don't leave the world behind. That's predictive programming. Right. Predictive programming means what? To foretell prophecy. These planes are being manipulated to crash so they can do what? Attain what? The fourth industrial revolution.
Yeah, pretty much. The only humans they're gonna have around are those that have been sea-hipped. You know, so you have sea-hipped human beings, right. But you say the sea-hip, you're basically no longer considered human. You know, so you have people that's gonna take the sea-hip, and then like brother said, you gonna have robotics, man, and automation. You know,
the point. And even when you ask Meta, it talks about that's gonna cause what? Job displacements. Why? Because it's ran by robotics and automation machines or automatic machines called energy. You have to talk to 3 or 4 machines before you talk to a live person. Call AT&T. In most cases, you have to talk to 3 or 4 machines before you talk to a live person.
Sometimes the machine won't even let you do it, bro. They'll tell you they ain't getting enough information. You gotta call back and they'll hang up.
That's why the doc shit, strike. I mean, they had robots out there. Dude record, they had robots out there. The robot doing shit we know either. And guess what? The only thing they really need is somebody to fix it. Robot break down, come and fix it. Guess what? They don't need nobody.
And that's where you humans come in.
That's
it's ran by machines, and you're gonna have about 2 or 3 humans, such as your maintenance people, to fix them. That's it.
It's gonna be techs.
That's it.
That's the only people that need the Esau to say is dealing with techs, with IT.
Yeah. They pushing so much funding. IT is going out of the water. They pushing so many people to go IT, go learn IT. So even the government is paying for people to go into IT. This is back to what the brother just said. Like it's gonna be a few humans to oversee when these robots go down. Overall, these robots is to replace it.
Yeah. I got some more on this way you got, bro. All right, I'm gonna jump down to verse 5. Unless you want me to read it straight. Yeah, keep reading down. All right. Now this is verse 3. Who wet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows.
Yep. And you have to understand when this devil talks, okay, this devil speech is a weapon, man. Okay? Because through his legislations, all right, through his enchantments, okay, this man is deadly, man. All right? And what we're seeing is the masses, and Trump is doing nothing but hurting you people into the New World Order. Yep. You see, they don't give a fuck about America anymore. They're moving all the assets out east. America is done. They finished. America is the ideal, okay, of so-called freedom, of so-called liberty, so-called prosperity. America only exists in the ideal. Like the elder brother said, America is a corporation. It's not a nation, because the nation don't serve you. The government don't serve you. The American government is at war with you people. Okay, so this is why you think China and Russia are so ahead of America, because the elites are positioning themselves to be out east. Why do you think they doing all this war in Gaza? They're just renovating it for the Greater Israel Project. America is not in the script. America, they know the least already said that what's standing in the way of the New World Order is a strong America. Okay? America is done. You see? And you Americans are going to be the last people to find out. And it's going to be in a very brutal way. You know? You got it, bro.
It says, who wet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows.
When you wear a sword, you're sharpening it. Meaning what there's actually going into symbolic their policies, draconian policies, man. Meaning if you don't have that Revelation 13 and 16, the Quran, you can't eat or you will be put to death.
Yep. It says even bitter words. You know what I'm saying? That they may shoot in secret at the perfect.
It says that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Now, when you go into that word shoot in the Hebrew, it's Yerah, which means to teach or instruct. Okay? That's when you get Jerusalem in the Hebrew, it's Yerushalayim, okay, which is the city that teaches peace. Okay? Because that's the instruction that's going to come from Jerusalem when the true Israelites there, man. Okay? But it said the perfect, well, who was created to be perfect? It was Jacob. Okay? And what's happening, because as you, I did a lesson earlier, you got Cat Williams going on this pro-American rant, you know, snapping on this Issachar in the crowd. You got the rise of a lot of black American pride now.
Yep.
You know, a lot of black people are proud to be American, man. But you're being instructed to be like that by the damn devil, man.
Yeah. And y'all gonna lose too.
Yeah, big time.
You know?
You know? You got it, bro.
And for that word perfect, it means blameless.
Yep.
You know? That they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not.
Yep. See, these devils, because see, the elites know who we are. And these people that's in these positions of power, they know who we are. These politicians, okay? These film directors, they know who we are, man. Okay? And they have no problem in leading Jacob, okay, to self-destruction, man. Okay? So we coming into a time where now they're prepping to set Jacob to be destroyed. And like the brother said, the only people that's going to be essential in this man's new world order, because if this man's going to go from 8.2 billion to 500 million, he's going to get rid of the masses, man. And all you people think that the UBI is a good idea, your ass not going to be around. Okay? If you a cashier, an HR worker, a daycare teacher, they already got AI teachers operating in certain schools now. Okay? Nurses, okay, even police department, they gonna have AI drones, police dogs, those little robots you see Elon Musk pulling out. Okay, that's gonna be the replacement of all these what they call low skilled jobs, man.
And all these government assisted programs, they're going to become what? Universal basic income. That's it. They're going to take care of you from that measure. So they don't need you anymore. I got a quick one. Just to back them up. This is Psalm 83, verse 1. Hey, Jaquan, you can modify that scripture.
Come on. Psalm 64 and 4. That they may shoot, so like you said, the latter. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not.
And the reason why they fear not, Psalms 83 and verse 1. Keep not you silence, O power. Hold not your peace and be not still, O power.
Yep. And because the Most High hasn't made a move on these devils, man. Because these devils have been able to prosper in their wickedness, man. Like they've gotten away with a lot up to this point. Okay? But the Lord is going to, he's going to require that back time. So the Lord required that which is past. The Lord is going to bring this devil's case up and go all the way back to the garden. That's why even in Revelation, it speaks about what? The old serpent. Okay? Because Esau, even when you go back to the serpent, okay, his legacy is ruined in paradise. Okay? Esau was continuing the legacy of the serpent of ruined in paradise, man. You know, because everything was already good from the beginning. You see? The earth had everything it needed from the beginning. It just had to be managed. That's why he gave Adam the spirit, okay, to what? To keep the garden. Which is what? To watch, to guard life, to protect. You see? Because everything was already established from the beginning and it was good. It was agreeable to wow. All right? But this devil, what he's doing with his NWO, he's trying to remix Genesis, man. He wants to recreate what a human is, recreate what food is, recreate what sex is. All right? And don't get it twisted with Donald Trump like he against that freaky deaky shit. He just playing a role. Them elites, they about that shit. He just causing division. Trump just in there to cause division. You see? Just believe that he about that shit behind the scenes. They got him on Epstein Island, man. Okay? So don't get it twisted like this guy is against the elites in any capacity.
The way you know that, because if the elites themselves partake in that, then who is Trump?
Yeah.
He doing it too. You know, like you go back to the 1970s, you pull up a picture of the Rothschild's ball, Rothschild banquet. You know, they all got them eyes wide shut, like masks. You know, so if that was taking place back then, and that is what they allowed to leak. That's what they allowed you to know about. How much more so now? You know, in order for Trump to be a part of that club, man.
And that's how they tap in. On their left-hand side, sex magic.
Yep. Which they showed that in the movie Eyes Wide Shut,
That's
basically.
right, bro.
Yeah, you got it.
This is the book.
Yeah, sometimes.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 55, verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
Yeah, and Trump, you know, he's the mouthpiece that's smoother than butter right now. All right, which all you Americans are rallying around. Okay, you got Mexicans, so-called blacks. Okay, Edomites, all of them are rallying around Trump. Okay, because he has these smooth words and he's passing all these executive orders, and he's pretty much shocking you people's system because you endured all that bullshit during Biden, but now they got Trump playing the man cleanup guy. Okay, so you're like, damn, this, you know, we're seeing change, we're seeing progress, but it's all a scam.
Controlled opposition.
Yeah, controlled opposition. You know,
Yeah,
it's a lot, guy, bro.
Really, Trump is a part of their magic.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. See, people gotta stop looking at this shit like it's separate. All this shit connected. When you go back, all right, after John F. Kennedy, every president after that was fully tapped into with the New World Order. All right, Kennedy bucked up a little bit, and we see what they got. But because after that, after Kennedy, who you had, Nixon. What did Nixon do? He left the gold standard. Okay. Then when you had Nixon, and you get up to Ronald Reagan, what did Ronald Reagan do, man? He allowed the drugs in. Okay. Then started a war on drugs, man. Okay. You go to the Clinton era. Okay. What was the Clinton era all about? That's when NATO started to go to war over there in the East.
Then he sent your jobs overseas.
Yep. Okay. Because they had a plan to set up shop in the East anyway. Okay. See, the elites are they slow play. You know, they put shit in motion decades at a time. So these presidents is nothing but a revolving door, and they all play a part of the same narrative.
And you can tell they're Edomites because what about Esau? What did he say? In the days of my fathers at hand.
Yep.
So they're gonna wait.
Yep.
And they wait patiently. That's why they're likened to a serpent.
That's it.
And then what Bush said, he said, Bush said, he said, New World Order.
Yep.
So it's like I said, it's started after Jake died, whatever, they went on down. And they've been doing it.
Yep. And every president that you've had, they've all had a fancy way of saying it.
Yeah.
They all had they different ways of saying New World Order, man.
You go back better. He said that. Biden.
Yeah.
It's a video of Obama going into saying the same thing that, you know, people can't govern themselves. They're going to need an overall power to govern them. Once I found the other day when somebody did, I sent it in the chat. They actually got him on video saying, y'all rallying behind Obama. He's not even one of us. Obama's not even a so-called black man. You know? So he's with the same thing. It goes back to what the brother said at the beginning of the live. Like, all the presidents are on the same, no matter who they got in there, they all got the same agenda.
Yeah,
They all got the same.
they set it up for each other. Biden is not separate from Trump. Biden set it up for Trump to do what he's doing. Biden was like that substitute teacher that let you wild out. So Trump can come and play this Joe Clark figure and clean this shit up.
And you have to be from a certain bloodline. Okay? And let's just say if the popular vote do win, guess what? They're still gonna go by the electoral vote.
And then they're gonna go by what they at least want. But
Right.
they vote shit just to see who's still engaged with this shit. You got it, bro.
Yeah, real quick. Genesis 25 and 27. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter,
Yep.
a man of the field.
And he's a cunning hunter. Of course, you know, he can hunt game. Okay? But what's the best thing that this devil is hunting at? spirits, your mind.
That's actually a definition
Yeah.
for cunning hunter. It has on there a figurative for the spirits of men.
And you know, I brought out that scripture because God brought out how patient the elites are.
Yeah.
You know, part of being a good hunter is you have to be patient.
Yeah.
You know,
Especially like on a deer hunt, you want that buck. You gotta be extremely patient. You gotta,
Zaquan, those snipers, do not they wait for days at a time?
yeah.
They will use the battlefield on themselves just to kill their target, man. That's patience.
yeah, that's extreme.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you get bit by insects. Like
Yeah.
I've seen documentaries with snipers will tell their stories. And they'll talk about how that you get bit. You know, you get bit by a spider, you get bit in the nuts or whatever.
Right.
You still gotta sit there and be patient.
This is the definition of that word cunning. It says having or showing skill in achieving one's end by deceit or invasion.
Yeah, because how do hunters hunt? Through deception. You know, when you look at it, you know, you going fishing, that's hunting. Okay? You have a worm, all right, the fish just look at it as a free meal. You know, not knowing that he's being hunted. I think how you said that before, was something free, that means you to play. You know? When there's something free, that means you to play. Even like with this deep sea. You know, it's supposed to be this AI that's supposed to be better than ChatGPT, but then it's free. So if it's free, what does that mean? That means that the AI get to learn from you for free.
To the product.
Yeah, you the product. It doesn't mean you're getting a free product. No, you're the product. You know? You got it, bro.
It's not a coincidence. I think that was what China that came out with it.
Yeah.
China is over the GEON, who the elites in the World Economic Forum put over gathering the intelligence on human behavior and activity for the whole world. So it's no coincidence that China is the one that came out with it. They've been tasked to collect all the information. So I got a little bit more on that word cunning too. It says a word to describe someone or sometimes something that is tricky, devious, sly, or shady.
Yeah, and that goes back to describing the serpent in the garden. When the scripture says he was more crafty, okay, he was more subtle than the beast of the field. Okay? That's how this devil moves. He moves in extreme strategic when it comes to wickedness. And like brothers are saying, he has the patience, man, like a sniper or like a serpent. Okay? So what we're saying that this man, all right, is luring people in to this NWO. And Trump is the perfect Trojan horse to roll this thing out in. And Trump is showing you what he's segueing into. They're segueing into a technocracy. That's why you see Elon Musk so much. He's just the face of technocracy, man. You're getting used to unelected officials, all right, having say-so in your government, okay? You got that, bro, the proper.
Hey, I'm gonna say this too, because everybody mad because they said Trump, he deported all the people, right? And at the same time, they forgot. In 2008, Obama said the same goddamn thing. He said the same shit. The legals, and if you're not having the paper, you're gonna get the fuck about here too. And what's his name? Harris said he told her Guatemala, don't come over here. Don't come. It's the same shit. Trump just the motherfucker they're doing. That's all it is. They speaking the same shit, doing the same shit, man. But guess what? You fucking y'all forgot that nigga, no nigga, well, that damn Hammer, he said it too. He said it too. But y'all forgot about this shit because he's a Democrat. They playing y'all motherfuckers. This is Proverbs 25 and 18. Kafat, it's like Proverbs 25 and 19. Confidence in an unfaithful man is like trouble, like time of trouble. It's like a broken tooth and a foot out of joint.
Yeah, confidence in an unfaithful man in a time of trouble is like a broken tooth, all right? And the bone out of joint, the foot out of joint. So your people getting ready to depend and lean on Trump. And this man is finna give you over to the NWO, man. Okay? Yep. What you at 62?
Yeah, I'm still there,
Yeah,
64.
down on that too.
Okay.
64.
All right, this is back in Psalm 64 and 5.
Yep.
They encourage themselves in an evil matter.
They encourage themselves in the evil manner. Okay? And when do they do this, man? In these councils, man. Encouraging themselves to go forward with this NWO. Okay? When you have these Davos summits, all right? When you have these 7, okay, these different councils, but there's always meetings within the meetings, okay? You might be invited to this meeting, but there's another backroom meeting, because see, people are just on the need-to-know basis. Trump is on the need-to-know basis. He knows just enough to do what they want him to do, okay?
You know what? And they showed that on James Bond.
Yeah.
Quantum of Solace. And so Bond was trying to infiltrate the so-called elite on that movie, and they met out there in broad daylight in a fucking opera. And so you had special bags. So the cats that got the special bags under the table, they were the elite. And so they put earbuds on, and what were they doing? They was talking about how they was going to attain the New World Order on that movie.
Wow.
You know, so they hidden in plain sight. You know, you had all the people at the opera, but then they're right there talking about their plans, and they're spaced all out.
Hey, like I say, so Trump don't got the bag. You know, I mean, he up there, but he ain't up there with them.
Right.
You know?
Right.
No. You know what? Yeah. He don't got the bag either.
He just the face of technology. He a character. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. See, like Elon, I'm saying Elon Musk ain't going to sleep thinking of shit and then going out and doing it.
Right.
He's being told what to do. They telling him you do this, do that, do the Hitler shit. You know what I'm saying? They telling him play by play what to do for distraction wise. The real play in the back with these think tanks. You see, that's where the real play is. They got think tanks. Them niggas just characters.
And if I could just add, and then that salute that he did, it was showing you that his ideology is with fascism, man. Because that shit had nothing to do with the pagan Roman Empire. It really came out after the New Age, you know, the so-called Enlightenment period. And Enlightenment period around 1784. It's a painting called something of Herodian, right? And it was a painting that basically had three brothers based on this story who was about to fight for Rome, man. So really that slogan or that salute was adopted first by Mussolini and then Hitler, man.
And the ideology was what? Spiritual, scientific racism.
That's it.
Because what was Hitler doing? He was doing eugenics.
That's right.
You see? So what we see these devils is showing you is that they finna bring that shit back. Okay? Esau looks at himself as the superior race, and everyone else needs to be cold. Okay? This is what these devils finna bring to the earth. You know? And it's gonna be all about, all right, trying to forward and extend his blessings, all right, that he was given. But see, Esau has reached the end of his blessing, but he's trying to extend it through digital means, man.
Hey, I'm saying this because if you look behind Donald Trump, they had Zuckerberg, had Elon Musk, other Vizino with big with him. Yeah, they all behind him. And they very in that tech shit.
Yeah.
So you, like you say, you know, they're going that way.
Yeah,
They're going away.
He thinks he's going to forward himself. Esau thinks he's going to manually make himself the most high on the left hand side. You know, you got it.
This is the definition of that word fascism. Back of Zaquan Caballo.
Yeah, fascism.
Fascism is a far right authority or ultra nationalist political ideology and movement characterized by a dictatorial leader, centralized autocracy, militarism, forcible suppression of opposition, believe in a national society, a national social hierarchy, subordination of the individual interest for the perceived.
So when you go into a fascism, you got three elements of fascism. All right, you got totalitarian, which comes from one leader. All right, and they put in their puppet as a Donald Trump. And then you have nationalism, and what nation, all right, is this man presenting? Esau, Edomite supremacy. And then you have the ideology behind it, which is scientific racism, which says that they are superior, they have the highest IQ, and everyone else is inferior.
Did not Mussolini and Hitler do that?
The same thing.
The same thing.
Yeah. But they just disguise it as Republican and Democrat,
Right.
but it all goes back to fascism, man. You know? Yeah,
It says is a far right form of government in which most of the country's power is held by one ruler or a small group.
yeah, and what you see how Trump moving, it's like you don't hear nothing about the Congress. You don't hear nothing about the Senate. this bill and waiting, that bill and waiting. No, he just signed the shit off with these executive orders. And he getting no kickback. Okay, so this man is moving like a ancient Roman emperor, man. Okay, then he's gonna be the first sitting president to go to the Super Bowl. And guess what the Super Bowl is? All right, in New Orleans. And what's the name of the New Orleans Dome now? Caesar's Dome. Caesar's Dome. That's the name of the Superdome now. They changed it to Caesar's Dome.
Like the ancient world.
Yeah.
They didn't have that championship with boys sitting on top of it. Travis Scott.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they had that football championship there. And then
That was in
Travis,
Atlanta.
Atlanta. So like, okay.
Yeah. You got that.
And it's heavy too, because well, you know, I was looking at the article earlier. They were talking about how Elon Musk is just so in love with the idea of Rome, you know. But like the brother made a point, and I'm glad the Spirit got on him, because Elder Pastor said we need to be scholarly, man. You know, so what the brother mentioned, like it don't necessarily go back to the pagan Roman Empire. It's deeper than that.
But it goes back to Rome.
But it does go back to Rome, though. You know what I'm saying? But just making a point, Elon Musk say he's so in love with Rome, but they got a picture of him next to a old painting of Nero. But like the head part about it, he's actually in Nero's cabinet. And Nero back today, like, hey, the Most High far out, man. The Heavenly Father's far out, man.
You know what? He might be the Nero had an advisor. His name was Seneca. He was Seneca. Seneca.
Yeah, Senator Jason.
Okay.
You know his tutor.
We
Put him
Nero.
in jail. You know Nero's tutor, Seneca. Yeah, put him in jail.
It makes
You got
sense.
bro.
All right. Yeah, we get back to it. All right. Now this is Psalm 64, and
Everybody.
right. Right. Hey. All right. Verse 5. They encourage themselves in an evil matter, the NWO. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them?
Yep, because you got to think for the longest, they've been setting these traps up, and people are reacting, but they don't even know what they're reacting to, man. And see, they got Jake so gone. Jake will march for some Tuesday, and then march against him Friday, man. Niggas don't have a clue what's going on, man. But it's all psyops and enchantments in the back. Because these same people that so pro-Trump, these were the same people that was all in the Black Lives Matter rallies. These were the same people that when Colin Kaepernick took a knee, they was with Colin Kaepernick. Now, these niggas at the Cat Williams concert singing the Star Spangled Banner.
You know, that's fucked up too, bro. Because you look at one comedian show he did, he was telling it's a problem we got y'all because after they come for y'all, we know we next. But now he in another comedy show, you know, pushing pro-American shit. Yeah. So he fucked up too.
Well, you know what? Like, really, they got all these entertainers, bro. Like, you know, like Elder Woman mentioned a while back, the Lord ain't dealing with entertainers. He's dealing with the prophets, man. It's not an entertainer's job to tell you what's going on. They clowns, man. You know? Let me finish up for you, bro. Yeah, it's gorgeous. All right, now, verse 6. They search out iniquities. You mentioned the think tank. They accomplish a diligent search.
They accomplish a diligent search. Okay? So going back to these think tank, what Jeremiah 49:7. You know, because what we have to understand, these devils, they're used to teaming, being able to solve most of their problems. Okay, because even if you think of the weaponry that they got today, all it came from teaming. Their rocket engine. Okay, they go into the engineering of these different motors and airplanes. Okay, when it came to dealing with atomic, all right, the nuclear physics. Okay, it's all rooted back to teaming. Okay, but you had the Project Paperclip with America, where they had that project to go get all the Teamonite scientists. Okay, after World War II, then Russia, you know, they had their project. It's a Russian name, but it was the American version of Project Paperclip, and they went and got all them Teaming scientists, man. So it ain't no coincidence why these are the two highest, the most potent militaries in the earth, Russia and America, because them goddamn Teamers, man.
They show the Heavenly Father had to happen.
Yep. Yep. Klaus Schwab, that's a Teamonite. The guy of the World Economic Forum, he's a Teamonite. And he was a protege to Henry Kissinger, the guy that came up with the play for the petrodollar, okay, which Henry Kissinger was a teaming night. So because see, America, matter of fact, let's finish that, then we'll get that precept. We're gonna go into that.
All right. Now it says, both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep.
Yeah, and the heart is deep, their mind. They deep into this shit. You know? They not just put the commercials out there just to put it out there. They don't just set these people in front of you. These people are groomed to talk in a particular way, to carry a tone. You know? That's why I like went into how like Martin Luther King, you listen to how he talked. But then he sounded like Tupac. Tupac sounded like that. The way they carry them words, high pitch, get low, you know, you're stressing them words because it open up your subconscious and shit. Like they deep. They not just setting these niggas in front of you. These niggas are going through warlock training, how to talk. Obama, you know, the way they talk,
the body language,
the body language, you know, the hand gestures they doing. Like it's deep. They ain't just putting these people in front of you. How you doing, man?
No, you good.
You know,
It's good. It's It's manipulation.
yeah.
This is Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 7. Concerning Edom, thus saith Yahweh of hosts, is wisdom no more in teaming.
It's wisdom no more in teaming, because these Edomites are used to teaming, bailing them out. Okay, because going back to it, when you go into before Nixon, when Nixon took the American off the gold standard, and these nations started wanting their gold back, and they were going to get rid of the dollar then. So Henry Kissinger came over with the plan to go to Saudi Arabia, okay, and make a deal with those Arabs to say, look, we gonna give y'all arms, we gonna protect y'all, but just only accept the American dollar for your oil, and that's when they came over with the concept of the petrodollar. So that made the dollar backed by oil at that point, plus the American military. You see, but Henry Kissinger, he was a teamer, he was a Germanite. All right, he was a German teamer. Okay, and then you have going back to the World Economic Forum, Klaus Schwab, he's a teamer. Okay, so when you go into Esau's military, like I say, these rocket engines and all this shit, all that come from teaming. So this man is used to teaming, bailing them out. Them teaming night think tanks bailing him out of shit. So that's why the Lord asked, is there no more wisdom in teaming? Like teaming can't figure this shit out for y'all? You know? Because they don't have an answer for the prophets. You know? You got it, bro.
Obadiah 1 and 9. And the mighty men of Teman shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter.
Yeah, so the Lord is cutting off this man's wisdom. Okay? His ability to figure it out. You know? Because now it's coming to a point where this man's going to be judged. So we're going to see this man, all right, become extremely tacky, all right, at the end of this thing, man. You know? He's gonna get to the point to where he's just going to have to try to take it by brute force. You know? You got it. You can say,
God, is no more wisdom in teaming.
Yep.
Is the counsel perished from the prudent?
Yep.
Is their wisdom vanished?
Is their wisdom vanished? Because we're going to see this man be in straits. What that scripture say? The fish shall be in straits. I think that's Job 20, 21. You know? But this is what we're about to see, because he has no answer for the prophets, man. Because if he did, he would have been did something, man. One thing about Esau, if he got you, he got you. You know? If he knew that he could just go in Iran and have his way, he would have been in that bitch. He ain't waste no time going to Iraq and Afghanistan and Syria, because he knew he had it. You see? So this devil has no answer for the prophets. He has no answer for prophecy happening in real time. And he can't stop from doing what the prophets through the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shai is telling him he's going to do. He can't go no other way but to make that sea hill mandatory. Ain't nothing he can do outside of that. He got to persecute the prophets and come for the prophets. He got to do that. He locked in.
That's right, bro.
You see? And Teman can't figure it out for him. You see? Because when Moses, going back to when Moses was doing those miracles with Pharaoh, it was a time when Pharaoh could mimic what Moses was doing. Pharaoh's priesthood on the left-hand side. But then it got to a point they couldn't mimic it. Okay, this is where we at now. We at the point to where his priesthood can't mimic what's happening on the right hand side. You got it.
Yeah, this is the book of Psalm 73:18 in NLT.
Yep.
Truly, you put them on a slippery path and send them sliding over the cliff to destruction.
Yeah, they surely ain't even set in slippery places, man. So everything that this devil has done, think about it. This man, you gotta think about it. If you're a ruler, okay, and one of your scientists come up with, you know, atomic bomb, and once you see what that motherfucker can do, a smart ruler be like, look, we gotta get rid of this shit. Yeah, this nigga mass produced it. You see? That was him said the Lord set him up for failure. See, because one thing the Lord does, he uses Esau's nature against him. Because we know that this nigga loved death, he loved power. So Esau looking at this is a way of control. You know, this is a mass killing machine. You know, and he mass produced it. Okay? And not only did he mass produce it, he let it get into the hands of other nations, man. Pakistan is a nuclear power. China is a nuclear power. Okay, India is a nuclear power. You know, Turkey got nuclear weapons, man. You know, which those Edomites now. Okay, that's in leadership. Okay, but not only did this devil mass produce it, he let it get in the hands of Edom, which is going to be to his own destruction.
Like you were saying, bro, it just shows prophecy is the one thing Esau can't control, man.
Yeah,
Prophecy is out of your control.
yeah.
You know, because you wouldn't have let that happen.
He couldn't help himself. He had, you know what I mean? Like, well, mass produce this shit. You know, just he looking at it as a flex, but nah, this is gonna be your destruction, man. You know, because this is gonna tear down this man's infrastructure, man. This is what's gonna turn America into a desert. You know, so even the fighter jets, you know, because what the Wright brothers, they came up with the plane, all right, what 03, 1911. Shit, this nigga had guns on him 10 years later. World War One.
That's the A-10. If anybody know what that is, yeah, they basically built like one of the biggest miniguns, and bro, like the artillery, no exaggeration, it's about that long, and it's about like that big around. Bullets that's on it, so they about the size of shaker bottles.
Yeah.
And they built the plane around the motherfucker to the point where they can only fire for like 3 to 5 seconds at a time because it'll make the plane fall like the sky.
He was right. It was 1903.
1903.
So that nigga, he saw that nigga there, bro.
You know, in school you remember them answers, guys. Memorize this shit. Well, yeah, the fill in the blank test. I remember those. But yeah, so this devil, but when he made that airplane, he didn't know that he was he started all right the path to that war in heaven. Like that's the only reason he put that on the Wright brothers to come up with flight. So Revelation 12 and 7 can happen. So just like Sephora put out, the Lord put this man in slippery places. Esau thought it was a flex, but nah, the Lord was just what the scripture says shall bring him to the king of terrors. He said, nah, Yahweh shall just bring you up there with him. He wanted, because going back how you always go, Isaac gave him the blessing, he gonna take it. You know? So Isaac, what you know is Yahweh shall gave you technology to come up there with him so he can take your shit.
Verse 19. In an instant, they are destroyed, completely swept away by terrors.
And that instant is going to what? 1 hour. 1 hour. That's instant. Okay.
Romans.
And then the amazing part about it, it doesn't take a whole hour for the missiles to get over here, but it's gonna take an hour for it to be completely done.
That's right.
You know, annihilate.
That's heavy, yo.
And it's Romans 9 and 28. For he will finish the work, referring to Yahushua, and cut it short in righteousness. Because
It's short, instantly. 1 hour. What's the scripture say? How beheld saw Satan, Lucifer, as lightning, falling as lightning. Who is that? Let's talk about Esau, man. His dominion, his rulership being terminated.
Scripture goes to how the powers in heaven should shake.
Yeah.
You know? So for he will finish the work and cut it short in righteousness, because his short work will the Lord make upon the earth.
Woo! Short work.
Should be light work.
Light work.
You know? A quick knockout, man. Ain't gonna be no back and forth. The missiles gonna get shot out. Our shot gonna come with those chariots. Okay? Yeah, man, it's gonna be over with, man. It's gonna be gonna be a world war gonna be happening. You know, just throwing the day out there, it can be happening on a Wednesday, and by Thursday there will be no more militaries in the earth. You know, America gonna be a desert. You see, it's gonna be quick. See, when Yahweh Shah show up to the party, he gonna get this shit over with. You know, he's not coming to go back and forth. All right, with this word.
And I looked up that term instant. It means make ready. It means make ready.
You know, and you know war. All right, and vengeance burneth in his heart. You know.
And this is why the Most High woke us up, man.
Yeah.
He woke us up to really prepare to get us out of here.
Yeah.
It's not about just having an ongoing Israelite community.
Yeah.
You know, he woke us up because we're about to, World War III, man.
Yeah, bro. Sit.
Brother said basically, you know, how about Shah put it on Esau too, to do what he got to do. And then the same way, he put the spirit on us on the right hand side to do what we have to do as well. So this is Job chapter 12, verse 16. This is the KJV. With him is strength and wisdom.
With who? Heavenly Father. Okay, strength and wisdom. So any authority that anyone has in the earth, it comes from the Heavenly Father. That's why Yahweh Shah told Pilate, you have no power of what is given to you in my Father. Okay? So any of those
Also ironic, because they remember how Shah said how many legions of angels he could call during that time frame. But guess what? This time he bring them down.
Yeah. He gonna speed different this time. He gonna speed different this time. You got it, bro.
The deceived and the deceiver are his.
Yep, the deceiver and the deceiver are here. All right. So Esau is a possession of the Lord on the left hand side, doing the work in the earth. Esau is not operating off his own, agenda. Okay, what he's doing is right on time with prophecy, man. That's how we know that he is. Because here it is, we can tell this man every day what he's going to do, and he's still subjugated to it. Yeah. He can't deter from that. You know? Yeah, bro. Yeah. You can read that.
This is the blue letter for that word deceiver.
All right. Yeah.
Shagad. It says to go, this is the outline of biblical usage, to go astray, err, commit sin or error, to err mentally, to sin ignorantly or inadvertently.
Yeah, so Esau was set up to deceive. And if you're deceived by Esau, Most High intended for you to be deceived. You know? So this is what we're seeing happening. All right? The Lord is on the left-hand side working through Esau to deceive. All right? But on the right-hand side, he has the prophets awakening and gathering the elect through this word, man. You know, because Yahweh Shah is coming back for war and deliverance. Okay? So the Most High got both sides working, man. He got the prophets gathering through his word, and he got Esau deceiving with deception, man. You know? Yeah, it's more than good.
It's the balance.
Yeah.
I was holding the Revelation 12.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, sure.
All right, this is Revelation 12,
Luke 10 and 18.
Revelation 12 and 7.
Yep.
And there was war in heaven.
Yep.
Michael and his angels fought against the dragon.
Yeah, and the war in heaven is talking about the atmosphere, man. Okay? The Shemayim, what you can see when you look up. All right? Because you got heaven where the Most High and the angels dwell. All right? The spiritual realm. Then you got heaven, the atmosphere. And then you got heaven when it comes to rulership. Okay? But in this context, it's talking about the atmosphere, man. Okay? And this is the war that Yahweh Shah is coming back to wage on this society. It's going to be an aerial assault.
Quick one. This is back to this point. Second Ezra 13 and 31. And one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another.
And this is where we at. You know? Because this is the atmosphere Yahweh Shah is coming back to. It's complete chaos on every level. You know? Domestically, nationally, internationally. Okay? And it's going to get to the point where the spirit realm is going to come wage war on this realm. Via Yahweh Shah and the angels.
And there was war in heaven, back in Revelation 12 and 7. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels.
Yeah, so Michael is a representative of the spiritual realm, all right, the high-ranking angel of the Lord's army, okay? Which he's going to be with Yahushua, all right? And he's fighting against the dragon, which is what? New Rome, his new Roman Empire, man. Okay, yeah.
Daniel 12:1. And at that time shall Michael stand up.
Yep, Michael, all right? Well, Michael Allah was going into
He like the Most High. Yeah.
you know, and he built for war. That's all he owned. That's what he was created for. Yeah. This letting you know what time it is.
And you know, it's Michael Allah's in that spirit.
Yeah.
His brothers are just men in this earth. They got that name, Michael. They got that Bailey in his spirit, man. Michael.
Form of Dallas.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. And also athletes.
Yeah.
They got that because what did the scripture say? The Most High is a man of war.
Yep.
So Michael Allah, Michael the Archangel, he's like his arm, man.
Yep.
Back in Daniel 12:1, the great prince which stands for the sons of your people.
You will stand for the sons of the people, Israel. This time he's speaking of the hopeful elect of Israel. Okay, he's coming to stand for. You know, he's going to be with Yahushua to stand. Okay, and this war is being waged against this realm. Go ahead.
And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation even to that same time.
Yeah, so it's no coincidence that the Lord has Nero, okay, as the Caesar, all right, of this new Rome, all right, which he was the one to start the persecution against the church. See, Jacob trouble is on the way. See, that's why they go into that scientific racism. They bring it to the forefront, okay? This is why you see them give that Issachar, all right, and then you have this propaganda, because see, on the news, they're saying they're getting all the rapists and murderers and the savages and predators of Issachar. But then when you look in real life, they're getting the people that work at the restaurants, the people that's at work in construction now. But see, they going back to this scientific racism that says this is all these people are. They IQ don't let them operate above being a predator, a rapist, you know, a cartel, you know, or on the Southern Kingdom, a young nigga. Like that, they make that the face of these people, you know. This man has, see, when he first came out with this scientific racism, you know, when he really started pushing it, Jake was doing what? Jake was in captivity. But when Jake came out of captivity, Jake was building communities. Jake was being inventors. Jake was doing all these things so it didn't stick like that. But now he done enchanted these niggas to fit this scientific racism shit, bro.
Yep.
And he's finna bring that shit back to justify the time of trouble that his brother's going into.
Because the woman, the narrative in slavery about the woman was she was a piece of ass.
Yeah.
She was a bad witch.
Yeah.
She was always in heat built for fucking.
Yeah.
Now what do you have? Sexy red, Glorilla. You know, the man was a misfit, couldn't be trusted. Now what do you have? A YN.
Yeah.
You know? You gotta calculate.
Like in the scripture, and at that time your people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book.
Yep, and that's the hopeful elect that was written from the beginning. You know? So what you have happening now, like I say, the Lord has the prophets grooming the elect for salvation. And the Lord has Esau deceiving 2/3 for destruction, man. You know? So this is the path that everyone is on. We're on the straight gate. Most of our people on that broad gate is going to lead to destruction. You know?
This is Luke chapter 10 and verse 18. And he said unto them, I beheld Satan and lightning fell from the.
I beheld the Satan.
I beheld Satan as a lightning fell, as lightning fall from heaven.
Yeah, so this is Yahushua speaking at the end of this man's rulership. Shaitan goes to adversary. Who are the children of Satan in the earth? Esau, Edom. Who's working is after, you know, who's coming is after working is Satan. This is speaking of Esau, man. Okay? So Yahushua is speaking of the swiftness of this man's kingdom falling. We're witnessing the gradual collapse, okay? But with the return of Yahushua, it's going to be like lightning.
Yeah, can I say something, bro?
Yeah.
If I could shut the lamb back on that, that's the meaning of Satan being cast out of heaven, man.
Yeah.
For you Christians. You know, he ain't talking about, you know, some red being being kicked out the sky, and, you know, he come down to the earth, or he go down to hell somewhere. taking a third of the angels with them. That's what they teach.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, if you're an Israelite in Christianity, you are in the sunken place.
Yep.
Period. You are in the sunken place. You got it.
Verse 19. Behold, I give unto you power to tread on the serpents and scorpions, and over all the power, and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you.
Yeah, so this is what we're doing. We're treading on the serpent, spirit in the spirit. You know? Because everything that this man plans to do, we have a precept to tell him he's not going to pull it off. Okay? And there's nothing he can do about it. You see? So that's the Lord giving his men the power and authority over this beast system, man. You know? And the thing is just endure to the end. You know? And we endure to the end, and we're gonna be saved, man. That's said the scripture, man. You know? That's what we're gonna do. Yeah.
All right, with that, we hope you brothers and sisters were edified. Once again, we want to give all honor and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Hakadosh.
Elder Underswine, Elder Apostles, and Elder Bishops of Great Millstone Well. Peace and blessings, health and wellness in the house of David the elect. Abba,
Shalom. Shalom.